Hello, everybody. Welcome to the sharing of today. How come I cannot? Wait. Let me figure this out. Okay, how am I supposed to show myself? Eh? Okay. Hi, everyone. Really great to see you guys. Today is Monday evening time already. I hope you guys had a very, very good Monday. Personally, I had a very, very good weekend. We just had one of our options NBA completed last weekend. Okay. Can I check how many of you have attended our options NBA one? You have attended it before? Can you type me in the chat? So I know that you guys, hey, hi, Calvin. Hi. Uh, Hello, Wong as well. Oh, now it changed. Okay, Restream has updated its format, so I'm just trying to get used to it as well. Okay, so pardon me if I'm a little bit slow today. Okay, hi. Okay, hi, Ivan as well. Okay, Jen SH as well. Really, really great to have you guys this evening. And I think today, right, I just want to quickly run through certain things. I hope you guys are excited because this week is a week that I have been looking forward to since about 6 weeks ago. After we see the market has been going quite haywire. Okay, AYZ. Okay, very hard to pronounce your name there. You and your wife attended our program together. Very, very good. Okay, sometimes we always tell our students, hey, what? Once you learn something new, right, it's very good to learn it together with someone, because if you do it alone, it's gonna be a little bit lonely lah. When you learn investing, when you learn a new skill set, like for example, you go and learn sales, you go and learn marketing, you learn to upgrade yourself as well as at your job, right? You don't go with someone, don't go alone, or go there, have the intention to meet people and also to make lifelong friendships lah. That's why we are here, right? Yeah, Kelvin is saying the market will be slow, okay, because of FOMC and also the Fed cuts, okay. Ivan says 2 more days to go. Yes, I'm very, very excited for that. And also Bravo says Nvidia Hot 2026. Okay. Bravo, you look like you are a Jensen Huang fan. Okay. Make sure you go and tattoo the Nvidia tattoo on your arm as well. Okay. That's what Jensen Huang did that time. I don't know if it's real or fake, the tattoo. But anyway, I hope you guys are very excited this week. Okay, because on Wednesday, okay, after let me check what time is it. Okay, when we have our federal funds rate being shown to us. Okay, it's actually at 3 a.m. on our Wednesday. Okay, let me show you my screen. Let me show you my entire window lah. Easier. Okay, so you see over here, this is a Forex Factory lah. Forex Factory is where I usually, let me see whether y'all can see my screen properly. Should be. Okay, so Forex Factory is a website that I use, okay, to see what are the biggest news that's coming out this week. Okay, so how I actually usually set it up using this filter over here. I only look at high impact news lah, okay, which is the red color one. You can look at slightly lower impact news, and the yellow one and the gray one don't need to care lah. Okay, and I only look at US. Yeah, I only care about US. So when I filter out, usually I'll see what's gonna happen this week. Okay, we do have the jobs opening coming out, but I think this data, right, because the government shut down in the last couple of months, right, we had the longest government shutdown. You guys remember? So these job reports, right, job openings, which means how many new jobs are there in the market, okay, in US lah. So this report is coming out, okay, but I believe it's the September's data. Okay, should be the September's data because it was delayed, right? And then on Wednesday, okay, we have our employment cost, and this one is based on which country you are at. Okay, it will be on Thursday 3 a.m. Okay, we have our FOMC meeting where you will see whether the rates will be cut or not. Okay, let me just double check whether I'm sharing the correct screen or not. Because there are some new things that's happening on this live streaming on YouTube. So I just want to make sure that it is okay. Melson says I love Nvidia. Okay, Melson, please go and make sure that you buy Nvidia before this Wednesday. Okay, technically it's Thursday lah because it's 3 a.m. right? Okay, and we also have our unemployment claims as well. Again, I think this data is the September data. Okay, September or October data. So it's a little bit delayed. And recently when I was looking at the market together with some of our students, right? When we look at SPY, SPX, we always think that wow, actually the $7,000 is the goal of reaching $7,000 is actually quite near. We are at 6.8. Okay, and so far, right, we are not too far from the highest point. Okay, we are like 0.39. Okay, it's almost 0.4% away from the all-time high. Okay, which happened this year when we actually reached the 6.917 point over here. Okay, we always take the week. Okay, you see the candle over here. We always take the week. Okay, so about 6922, 69 something. We are very, very close already. Okay, we did have a little bit of a down, okay, for a couple of days, almost from October onwards, when we actually reach November, about almost 1 month, we are actually having a drawdown of about 5.6%. How many of you, when you were in October and November period, you guys take action, man? Can you type TA in the chat? How many of you have taken action during this period of time? And if let's say you never take action, then you put a sad face lah. You put a sad face, so I know that why, or you think that maybe I should have invested more. Okay, even though it's only a 5.6% drop for the whole market, right? For individual stocks, okay, let's look at let's look at Meta. For individual stocks, it dropped. Okay, let me just clear off all these things. It dropped more than that for almost the same period of time. Okay, of course, this stock that we are looking at, when we were sharing with our community, all this actually we have seen it coming on the way down already. Okay, so individual stocks, they dropped more than 5%. They dropped about 26% for Meta, and even very, very stable companies, okay, like we see Microsoft. Okay, we don't talk about Google. Google has been having very, very good news, and that's why they weren't really very affected. In fact, they were going way better as well. Okay, you see what happened to Microsoft recently. Okay, just not too long ago, it also dropped more than 5%. Okay, almost 16%. That's like 3 times of how much the S&P 500 dropped. Okay, so when you look at all these tech companies, all these big companies out there, right, even though the market only dropped 5%, the market reacts more to individual stocks. Okay, because S&P is always the average of all the stocks out there, right? Okay, let me see whether how many crying faces are there. Okay, Ivan was crying. Okay, what about the rest? You guys took action or not? If you didn't take action, then very, very sad for you lah. I also give you a crying face, crying emoji. You cannot put emoji one. Okay. Yes. Kelvin mentioned a very interesting company. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, are you guys okay, right? If we just look at what's happening in the market, because I know that this session we say, okay, there's a little bit of the market outlook. We push it to the back first. Okay, let's look at individual stocks first, and what's happening recently lah. Okay, because I've been looking, and I was looking at Netflix for the longest time. Okay, recently they actually had a stock split, right? Okay, just few days ago, not few days, maybe like 1 month ago, they had a stock split, right? Because why certain companies they will do a stock split is because the stocks are getting too expensive. Okay, that's why they have to split it out so that more people can be able to afford it. More people can. I think they were very close to like $1,000 plus, and then they split it so that they more people can buy. There's more volume. There's more people trading this stock as well. Okay, but once the stock split happened, okay, you can see over here, same period of time, about September October period. From then until now, okay, today, wow, the pre-market, okay, go back a little bit already, also dropped about 22%. Okay, and this is the kind of companies that, all of us, we have been waiting and salivating, waiting for the longest time to enter. Okay, and Netflix, recently, okay, you see, I open up this news already. Netflix recently announced, I think last Friday, they announced that they're actually going to acquire Warner Bros. Okay, and they are going to acquire, I think one of the Lucasfilms as well. Okay, not Lucasfilm, one of the film houses lah. Okay, which has a lot of very good shows. Very very big shows. Okay, Big Bang Theories, Sopranos, Game of Thrones. How many of you watch Game of Thrones? I'm gonna judge you. Just kidding. Yes, they wanted to acquire the DC universe. Okay, which is very very big as well. So many shows. Okay, Wednesday, Money Heist, Bridgerton, Adolescents, Extraction. Okay, if you guys don't watch like American shows, these are the very very big shows, very very big shows. The whole Warner Bros, HBO, they own like majority of the shows out there. Okay, HBO has been around for a while lah. Okay, there's also TLC as well. So many, such a big uh whole empire, right? And this deal, okay, Discovery as well. This deal is gonna be valued at $82 billion. Okay, $82 billion. You can go and count how many zeros is that. Basically, it's a lot of money. Okay, and what happens next? Actually, this one I just saw this morning lah. Okay, 1 hour ago. Donald Trump says this deal could be a problem, and this is the first time I see President of the United States interfering with individual company deals to this kind of extent that he wants to ask them to get approval from him before they go and reach the agreement. Okay, basically the two companies, they already reached agreement already. They already want to sign everything. They want to come together, and they're gonna be a super big monopoly. Okay, there's so many shows under these companies, these Warner Bros. And then this very interesting guy, our Mr. President, he wants to control. Sorry, am I sharing the right screen? Oh, sorry, I haven't been sharing the right screen. Okay, never mind. I will share the whole tab. Okay, basically this guy, this Donald Trump, he says he wants to. It is a problem. They don't want it to be a monopoly. They want it to be a free market, and that's why he's gonna control this deal. Okay, and maybe if they want this deal to go ahead, they don't want any problems. They probably have to offer something in return for the government. I'm not sure. Okay, we also don't know when this is gonna happen. It was a done deal already, but somehow it got stopped by our Mr. President. Okay, so well, you can see that when this news happened yesterday, but this is post market so the market haven't react yet. Okay, we can see the pre market is about $100. Okay, so when market opens, we know what's gonna happen Okay, but this is also a stock that's on my radar. Okay, and but anything that is gonna happen, I'm gonna be waiting until Thursday. Okay, basically these 2 days we're not gonna do anything crazy in our community. We're not gonna because all of us here, how many of you think that the Federal Reserve is gonna cut the rates? Can you type me in the chat? Okay, just type cut lah. Type CUT. Okay, if you think that they are gonna cut, I'll tell you what is the real answer. Okay, do you guys think they're gonna cut? Do you guys think it's gonna cut? Okay, Jen says gonna cut. Ivan also say cut. Faster cut. And all of us here, we probably think that, hey, the cut is gonna happen, okay, because we've been looking at these data over here. Okay, as investors, we always look for indications. We always look for signs that can back up our theory, back up our research as well. Okay, so we know that there is a 87% chance, okay, based on sentiments. This is research done by the CME group lah. Okay, they always track the Federal Reserve data. Okay, they are the Fed watch. So people are very, very positive that the Feds are gonna cut the rates on the 10th of December. Okay, now currently it is 3.75. Okay, they say they call it the basis points. Okay, 3.7. We are hoping that it cuts another 0.25 basis point, basically. Okay, so we know that there's a high chance it's gonna happen, but can I tell you guys this? 2 weeks ago, when you look at the same set of data, it was at, I think, 30%. Okay, only 30% of people thinks that the probability is gonna be cut. Okay, we were from at the start of November, we were at about 90+%. Okay, and then after that dropped to 30%, then now we are back at 87%. Okay, so I can tell you that in the last 1 month, there's a lot of swinging. Okay, people are not too sure. Okay, we can't be sure of what's going to happen, but personally, I think that definitely the Fed is going to cut the rates. Okay, I think there's a high chance, there's nothing in it for them to not cut the rates. Okay, because recently we also saw that there is a lot of division of why a lot of people think like, hey, why they shouldn't be cutting the rates. Okay, because the Federal Reserve, they have the committee as well, and the committee is a little bit divided. Okay, some people think that we shouldn't cut the rates, and some people think that we should cut the rates. And of course, what Donald Trump wants is he wants us to cut the rates lah. Okay, he wants them to cut the rates and cut as fast as possible, cut as soon as possible, as much as possible. He don't even want to cut 0.25. He think that we should just cut as much as we can. 0.5, even 1 as well. And that's crazy, because Federal Reserve, they are very, very conservative. That's why this year, in September, is the very first time that we saw a rate cut. Okay, the last cut was December 2024. So it was about 9 to 10 months already before we cut. Okay, and it has been so long, we finally cut, and then they say that, oh, we're gonna cut another time. Then October, there's a lot of uncertainty. Then they come out and say that, oh, we might not cut it. Okay, but now I do think that they're gonna cut, because there's a lot of other data that tell us that they're gonna cut. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Okay, I always like to disturb all of you. I even say QE is gonna happen. Okay, why? What's QE, right? Basically, it's quantitative easing. Okay, which means the Federal Reserve is gonna cut you're gonna start printing the money again, but they haven't announced it yet. The only thing that they say is that they have started making a positive balance sheet in the last quarter. Okay, which means they can stop quantitative tightening already. So they haven't been printing money for the longest time, okay, because they wanted to stabilize the market as well. And finally, they can say that we are going to cut. Okay, we are going to stop the tightening. And most likely, in my opinion, in 2026, they're going to start the quantitative easing. Okay, which is to start printing money again lah. Because recently we saw, I don't know whether you guys seen this news. Okay, there is a lot of liquidity problems right now. Okay, what do I mean by liquidity problems is the rate where you can take out your assets into cash is getting a bit slower. Okay, that's why you see the crypto market is reacting so. It's also swinging a lot because people are finding it hard to actually take their money out. That's why they are selling down. Those people who bought Bitcoin or Ethereum very, very early on, they are okay to sell down so that they have more liquidity, so that they can go and buy stocks or other assets out there. Okay, so I highly encourage you guys to go and see how liquidity works. Okay, yeah, Ivan says the Japan carry trade as well. You know, there's a lot of problems because Japan, they have been for the longest time. If you guys don't know, if you borrow money in Japan, it's actually free. There's zero interest. So that's why a lot of the institutions, the fund managers, they have been borrowing money in Japan. Okay, basically they borrow yen, then they take this yen, they translate it into USD, and they go and invest in very safe assets like bonds, 10-year treasury bonds, those fixed D, those kind of things. Lah. So for the longest time, they have been doing that. And in between, between the Forex exchange, lah, they actually make quite good money because bonds give you about 5%. And then all those like fixed deposit also pretty good returns for them as well. Okay, and we are talking about very, very big sum of money. So recently, Japan, they actually stopped that and they started increasing the interest rate. Okay, so when they did that, everybody have to sell out their whatever they were holding. Okay, whatever bonds they were holding, then they have to translate the money back to return to the Japan banks lah. Okay, so this is like a summarized version lah. So that's why we say that the Japan carry trade, there was a bit of liquidity issues for that as well. Okay, that's why everyone's facing this problem. And the truth is, to solve this problem, right, the Feds have to do something. Okay, the unemployment rate is bad. Okay, the Feds have two jobs. Basically, they need to keep the inflation low and the unemployment low. And so far, they have not been achieving both of that in the last 1 year. Inflation keep going higher and higher, and then unemployment keeps going higher and higher. And these are statistics. Okay, you can go and research as well. Unemployment rate is going higher and higher, and it starts to affect other countries as well. I don't know whether you guys are you guys in Singapore, Malaysia? You should have seen all these big companies making retrenchment. Okay, let me show you guys retrenchment in Singapore. By the way, guys, I am showing you guys how I usually do research. Okay, I purposely never prepare slides because I don't want it to be just slides and you guys just listening to me. I want you guys to comment, and also I can show you guys how I actually do fact checks and research as well. Okay, now if you look at the news, okay, over here, you see in October, we saw that the oil and gas and the tech industry, there is a lot of retrenchment going on in Q3. Okay, I think they try to hide the news a bit because recently I saw that there will be more. Yeah, Microsoft, TikTok, Meta, StanChart. Okay, I think even longer ago it was like Lazada or something. They just fired their whole crew that is doing a lot of the front end work. Okay, you can see that there's a lot of unemployment as well, even in Singapore. So for a big country like US, it's even worse. You can go and see the unemployment rate is going higher and higher. And that's why when we don't have all this data, the Feds cannot do any information. They don't have the information to do their prediction and to help the economy do better, basically. Okay, so what happens over here is also, it's a big challenge for all of them. That's why I would definitely think that the quantitative easing is coming up very, very soon. Okay, more sooner than we think over here, and that's why everyone is really waiting for the quantitative easing to start in 2026. I don't know when they're gonna start, but definitely next year they do have to start printing some money. Okay, if not, everyone is gonna have liquidity issue, and that doesn't look good for the US government. Okay, and another thing that's happening, okay, another thing that I've also been keeping my eyes very, very hard on is who is going to be the Fed chair. Okay, we know that Jerome Powell, okay, in case you all don't know, next year by May, he will step down as the Fed chair. Okay, and I mean, we kind of have an idea of who's going to take over him. Okay, do you guys know? Do you guys know who is gonna take over? Okay, if you know, type the name in the chat. But the thing is, right, whoever is taking over as Fed chair, right, because this guy is gonna be selected by Donald Trump, okay, and Donald Trump wants a yes man. He wants someone that will listen to what he say and is more pro cutting the interest rate. Okay, that's how it's gonna show that his presidency is the best, because we cut the interest rate. Then he wants to give a stimulus package. He wants to boost the economy. He wants all the businesses to come back to USA. You know, all these things to make himself look good, so that he can show his report card as a president that he did so much things for the people in America, right? So whoever is gonna change, he's gonna select, right? Be it Kevin Hassett or whoever it is gonna be very pro cutting the interest rate. Okay, that's why I'm very very certain that next year is gonna be a very very good year for the stock market. Okay, and especially if you are not investing, this is the time you need to start investing. Okay, definitely you need to start investing. Okay, now I want to show you guys all these things, and also tell you guys that it's important to uh, keep keep your heads in the market lah. I always tell my students, right, having time in the market is better than timing the market. Okay, it's better than timing the market. If you look back in all the past financial crisis and all the pullbacks, okay, you wish you have done more, but actually, even if you just invest your dollar cost average, you would have been making money. And if right now you are still making losses, then I give you a tip, okay? You need to come and attend our next level options workshop, okay, over here, okay? If you can take out your phone, those of you who have not attended before, okay, or you have friends that you want to introduce this class to, right? Take out your handphone right now, okay? Go and scan the QR code and send it to your friends, okay? I can also post the link in the chat. Okay, oops, I never prepared the link. Okay, wait, let me get the link. Let me get the link for you. Okay, don't worry, you can use your handphone to scan as well. So this workshop, right, this 2 hour workshop is a workshop where I'll be sharing with you how you can use two of the option strategy that I've been using. Okay, two of the option strategies are, so if you are not using options, especially in this market where we are nearing the all-time high once again, then you are losing out lah. Okay, you don't go and attend so many things, then in the end you never do anything. Wow, very wasted lah. If you don't do it, okay, I mean, there's no loss to me lah, but you lose out because you did not do anything lah. Okay, so let me see, it's over here. Okay, but I definitely think that in the next couple of months the market is gonna rally. Okay, so if you have not been investing or you haven't done anything yet, make sure you attend our workshop. Okay, as long as this next levels workshop, I can guarantee you that we always give you more value than what I mean. This is free lah. Okay, by the way, guys, this is free. In case you don't know, just put in your name, your email, and then go and select the class that you want to attend. I'll teach you guys how to do BOSS and also strategy X. Okay, two of the most important strategies right now in this climate. Okay, Kelvin says I pause options still after the Fed's cut. Okay, that's also fine as well. But I mean, there are different strategies that can use out there lah, especially in this climate when we are waiting for things to happen. Actually, you can use BOSS. If let's say you choose to buy at a much lower rate, okay, instead of -1 strike, you can do -5 strike, you can do -10 strike as well. Maybe your ROI is not as good, but you still make money. Okay, that's what we've been doing as well. And another strategy we've been using is actually to gain all the sell call as we can. Okay, we are doing sell puts and sell calls. Personally, in my portfolio, I've been doing that as well. Kelvin says the movement is too little to gain. Okay, which means probably you don't find it valuable to do the options lah. Okay, but I can tell you there's still many things that you can do out there. I mean, I just gave you guys quite a number of ideas out here lah. Okay, we talk about Netflix, we talk about Microsoft. Actually, there's so many companies out there that are still not back at the all-time high yet. And if let's say we know about all this data, the Fed is gonna cut the rates. Okay, no guarantee, but if they cut the rates, we know that it's gonna be a huge sum of money flowing into the markets. Even in the crypto world as well, there's so. I mean, you just look lah. Okay, I just show you guys lah. Okay, while you guys are filling up the form, okay, and also sending to your friends. Okay, remember to send to your friends. You just have a look at BTC. Okay, I think Julian also sometimes talk about it as well. You just see lah. I mean, it's a no brainer that it is in quite a very very good position. Okay, if you use the EMAs, you use support resistance, you can see what's going on already. I mean, it is quite obvious lah to me as a seasoned investor. As I've been doing this for 8-9 years already, so it's quite obvious that there's still many opportunities out there. Is how you actually capture it lah. Okay. Anyway, remember to scan the QR code. Okay, and also to make sure to register for the class. Okay, then we will give you guys as much value as possible. Okay, so next thing, okay, I want to ask you guys, do you have any questions? Okay, now we take some Q&A lah. Okay, I don't want to be always talking about what I think that's going to happen. Okay, do you guys have any questions? You guys can also put it in the chat. Okay, can put it in the chat so that I can see. Wow, I think we have some very very kind people. Okay, Calvin says Netflix discount so much. Okay, very very happy. Okay, many opportunities. Wow, we is so kind. Just disturb us. Okay, don't disturb us. Go and invest. Okay, and Ivan say bye. Go and buy. And sometimes you just need to have that little push, right? Come to our next level life. I tell you guys that actually next year is gonna be a very good year lah. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. 2026, and I think that definitely there's gonna be much more opportunities. Maybe not as much as 2025 in my opinion. Okay, but you never know. And the key thing is you have to really go all out when you actually see all the opportunities. Okay, think back about April. Did you actually go all out? Did you actually invest as much as you wanted to? Okay, of course all this thing is on hindsight, but if you reflect back, should you have done more? Should you have done less? I don't know. Okay, you have your own ideas, okay, and you should know yourself the best lah. Okay, and you think about in 2022, did I do as much as I should have? Probably no lah. Okay, even 2020 COVID as well, so many opportunities. If you keep missing out, then wow, very sad for you lah. Okay, most of the students that attended our classes, they would know to take action whenever, especially those in our coaching. You would know that I think Ivan, all of you guys here. Okay, okay, I see some questions. Okay, very good. Now I answer some questions before we actually go to the next segment. Okay, Bravo asks, what's your take on the best pick of 2026 options monthly sell put? Wow, you somehow give a very very cute emoji. What's my take on the best pick? I'm not gonna differ too much from all the companies that I've been investing in, okay, which is the companies that I always talk about, the very very strong companies out there. And sometimes, from time to time, you will see some of the growth companies popping out. I think one of the companies that our community recently entered, okay, which is this company called SoFi. Okay, if you guys know, how many of you know of this company? Okay, SoFi. Can you type SOFI in the chat? Okay. I mean, this is what I call a bit more growth kind of company. Okay, a bit more growth, because why growth is because the fundamentals have not made it yet. Okay, the fundamentals have not made it yet because it has not been very, very profitable or not very consistent. Okay, if you go and look through the OMI checklist and also the fundamentals, right, you will see that maybe it's not that sure yet. Okay, so these kind of more speculative and more, I would say, growth driven companies. Okay, I would say majority of my portfolio, 80% is in the very, very secured companies, very, very safe, Max 7 companies, uh, I would say very defensive stocks as well. Okay, whereas about maybe 5%, okay, of my portfolio would be in this kind of companies over here, which is more speculative. Okay, I don't go more than 5% in 5% as in total lah. Okay, so far maybe like less than 1%, this kind of things. And if let's say you follow this method, okay, if you follow this method, should be, we won't go too wrong lah. Okay, for your portfolio. Okay, so the stocks that I've been using to do like sell put and all, it's still the same companies. Okay, still the same companies that I have been sharing. Okay, it doesn't change that much lah. Okay. Okay, next question. Kelvin asks, just invest trade options with your own circle of competence. Yeah, Kelvin is correct. Don't FOMO. Okay. Bravo say steady from PP premiums. Okay. Is the US market overvalued now, all-time high? The answer is it's not at the most all-time high. Okay. As you can see that there are some companies that I've shown you that they are still pretty at an attractive price, at a good support, either at the 100-day support or the 50-day support. I think those are very good entry points. And we know that it's not the all-time high yet. Okay, we are 0.34% away from the all-time high. Okay, that's why it's not at the all-time high yet. There's still opportunities out there lah. Okay, Kelvin say I got friends that invest based on FOMO so much that she worries so much. Okay, this is the kind of investors that I would say either you try to help them. Okay, go and knock some senses into them. If you need, you just shake them and say that, hey, wake up, friend, don't go horror more for so long. Or you can invite them to our workshop and our classes lah. Then maybe they can sleep better at night. Okay. Hey, recently, I also have been, encouraging more of our colleagues to invest their CPF as well. Okay, when the market dropped in October, November, actually quite a number of people around me, I know that they do not use their CPF that much. They have their house settled already. Then I'll ask them to invest their CPF money. Okay, I mean, this is not financial advice. Okay, if you have some spare cash lying around, you're not changing house, you're not upgrading, your house is pretty okay, you can use it as well to invest. Okay, you can use it to invest. Okay, so many things you can do. Okay, so don't FOMO. Okay, so okay, quite a number of you guys do know about SoFi. Okay, Bravo says Jibaboom. Yeah, it's a bit more. That's why I say it's a bit more speculative. Okay, don't put like a big part of your portfolio. Okay, we always say portfolio sizing. So don't put a big part of your portfolio in more speculative companies. Okay, don't do that. Okay, and okay. Some companies, they are overvalued. Okay, like Nvidia, I believe Google as well. It's a little bit at the peak of their charts lah. Okay, this is based on looking at the overall charts and looking at the 5 years and the 1 year charts. Okay, whether it's overvalued or not, whether is it the AI boom, is it gonna happen? We won't know for sure, but we must be able to sleep at night. Don't be like Kelvin's friend. Kelvin's friend worries so much then cannot sleep at night. Then that's not recommended lah. I asked her why she buy. Kelvin, your friend very cute. Your friend buy, but she cannot tell you why she buy. Then maybe you tell your friend to wake up lah. Or ask your friend, maybe it's better for your mental health that you don't invest, or you just go and buy the S&P 500, then go and sleep lah. Then no need to worry so much. Okay, if your friend still cannot make it, then You just don't talk about stocks to your friend. Lah. Yeah, Nvidia sorry, Calvin says Nvidia again most on my option, flip my account. Congratulations, very happy for you, Calvin. Yeah, I mean these are the kind of opportunities, right, that we are always like Beyond and I, Julian, we are always looking out for. And in fact, there's so many ways you can make money, right? The best way to decide for yourself, right, is to go and test out of the methods, test out the strategies that we teach you. And once you do it right, you do it with a good community and all that, then it's pretty easy to follow. Okay, recently I also teach my sister. Okay, for the longest time, I've been telling her to invest. Then she say, "Wow, don't want lah. I want to buy house when I reach 35 years old." But then in the end, she reached 35 years old already. Then she haven't buy house. Then I asked her, "Hey, what are you doing with your money?" Then I started teaching her how to do BOSS. Okay, how and now she can start to do it. I mean, haven't fully independently, but the last 2 months she has been getting very, very good passive income. Lah. Yeah. And it takes time to practice and do it independently. But if let's say you have someone to guide you, okay, a good community, then that's the dream. Lah. Okay. That's the dream. And really I wish that when I just started out investing, there's these kind of resources out there. But right now you guys are in a very, very good place because all the information, even though it's very chaotic, very messy, but it is much easier to invest compared to back then when I started about 8-9 years ago. Okay, so you guys are very, very lucky. Okay, so again, Calvin or whoever, go and send our class links to your friends, those who haven't started investing, or maybe that they have some expenses, maybe they are a little bit struggling. Okay lah, struggling, maybe you don't intro to us lah. Okay, but you tell them you need to start investing lah. Okay, and this is also to help your friends as well lah. Okay, sometimes when I actually teach a bit more, then actually you realize you understand the strategies a bit better as well. Okay, so help a friend out and also help us to spread the word. I mean, we are doing all these classes for free as well. This live, every Monday we go live. You know how much energy we need to take to do all the research, to do all the prep. Julian, Beyond, they do so much as well. So go and, oh wait, let me share the QR code again. Okay, go and register for the class and also send to your friends. And if you guys do not have any more questions, I am very, very happy that we have 100 plus of you guys here. And the next 1 week, okay, the next 2-3 days is going to be quite crucial, especially as you are an investor. So my community members, you guys are in pretty safe hands. Okay, we will update you guys what's going on and what are the trades that we are taking, especially this Thursday and this Friday. Okay, so keep a lookout for that, and I'll see you guys at our next live. See you. Bye bye.